these are filters by Newer, a brand that I've got a lot of time for. These are for the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Now, as you know, I'm a big fan of this camera. There is a problem with some of the other filter companies though, that might even be better filters, but they're thicker. So what that means is they don't go in here and close. I read a review on Amazon and I thought I'll give these people a try for their filters and see whether or not they work on this camera. So, yeah, probably overkill. Oh, nice enough, satisfying peel. So, what do you get? You get 4 filters, 3 of them are ND filters and 1 of them is a polarizer. I can't remember what values I went for, but I think I went for 2, 8, and 16. And these magnetically clip on to the front of the Osmo Pocket 3. Now, if we put this into shooting mode and it powers up like that, we can take this filter, just magnetically clip on like that. And now, gimbal point, endpoints reach, doesn't really matter. We can just turn that. I've got this on horizon lock. I don't know what I've done to this, but I don't want to do that. So what you can probably see, if I record with this as well, now you've got this footage, what you can probably see is that this ND filter isn't dead on. It's moved a little bit, and I think that's it, it's clipped in. You kind of want it to hear that click sound so that it's in properly. But what I'm doing now is I'm pointing this directly at the light that's shining on my face. And if I take the ND filter off, which is pretty hard to do with the camera on, and then take the shot as well, you can see in the footage that it's made a significant difference, which you'll be able to see while I'm playing this. Obviously I can't see it at the same time as you. That is, and I don't have glasses, an ND16. Why do you put ND filters on your camera? For those that don't know, and most people already do know, it's like putting sunglasses on your camera so that you can look at stuff in bright light and still be able to capture the detail and not have it all washed out. So let's say you want to slow the shutter speed down to, let's say, 1/50, and you're filming at 25 frames per second, and you've got that nice motion blur, which is what people like to see. If it's bright outside, you need that shutter speed at like 200, otherwise it's just going to be way too much light coming into the camera. So that's when these ND filters come in handy. But the filter I wanted the most out of all of this was the circular polarizer, so that when I was filming at the Bentley launch the other day, I'd be able to capture the curves of the car without getting the reflection from the lights. And whether I've achieved that or not is yet to be seen. Now that's clipped in, and that gives you a very different look. Again, the reason I went for these ones is because somebody had said that even when you turn this camera off like this, it can still shut with that filter in front of it. Some of the filters are too big, so you can't actually shut the camera off with the filter still attached. You have to remove that. So what that means is I can now put this in its case and not have to worry about carrying one more thing with me. It does fit in if you sort of shove that. Yeah, there you go, that's in. So what that means is I can now carry this around with me with either an ND filter or a polarizer on there and not have to worry about whether it's gonna break the gimbal because I've shut it. So now just pop it open like that, turn it on, it's working, and it's got a polarizer on. And that's the shot you're getting with a polarizer on there. And there's loads of colors behind me. So polarizers also help bring out the blues and the greens of the sky and stuff. They see through water. So if you're filming water and you're trying to capture fish, I don't know what kind of idiot would do that, but let's say you're the kind of person that does. Having a polarizer on there will cut through the reflections on the water and let you see your camera see right through. So if I just take this off, which is again going to make this thing have a fit, now you should see that the color of the wall behind this camera is entirely different without that polarizer on. Probably not the best explanation of what polarizers and ND filters do. I know what they do, but I'm not very good at explaining it. That's probably why the name of the channel is